Oni of Ife and Alafin. These are the oldest tradition and oldest culture in Yoruba land, which Yorubas respect it so much.
The number of Lagos.
I mean, Oni. Do you know the meaning of Oni of Ife?
Well, Mr. President has spent 2 years on the throne, and as Oni of Ife is at home now to spend Salah break.
Oni of Ife and Alafin. These are the oldest tradition and oldest culture in Yoruba land, which Yorubas respect it so much.
The number of Lagos.
I mean, Oni. Do you know the meaning of Oni of Ife? Go and read the history, the traditional history of Yorubas. They don't joke with it. So there is nothing like Christianity in that seat. They don't. No. It is core. When I mean hardcore tradition, that is what it means. And another one. Oyo alone Kokanfo Alafin of Oyo. Do you know what that means? In Oyo Empire, in Oyo Kingdom. So that means the real Yorubas traditionalists, the kingdom that have been existent before the birth of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which Yorubas hold on a high esteem, have risen. That means they have actually seen the partiality that is going on, and they themselves doesn't want to be in the kingdom of truth. They deal with spirit, they deal with ancestral. You know, they have seen it in the kingdom realm or in the spiritual realm that what is happening against the Igbos and Namdi Kanu case was uncalled for. So they themselves now rise to talk to Mr. President. That is why they have to visit Mr. President. And that was what triggered.
Lagos.
You understand? Here in Lagos, when Mr. President came for Salah. So they have to visit him here in Lagos because Lagos is their land. So that the ancestral kingdoms or empires will not be angry with who? Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Because Mazen Namdi Kanu is speaking the truth and he stands on the truth. You see why Sultan of Sokoto is crying? Because he understands what it means. He understands those empires, what they stand, the role they stand to play in Yoruba land. They don't move anyhow. They don't move anyhow. And any journey you see them make, any step you see them rise, it is no longer a child's play. It is a serious issue. And they don't just speak and they don't just come out anyhow. They make a move on a crucial matters. So it has become too obvious now that the release of Mazen Namdi Kanu, the freedom of Mazen Namdi Kanu, the injustice that have been going on against the Igbos and Mazen Namdi Kanu, regard to our fundamental human rights, is being honored and being respected and regarded and valued now by the Yoruba ancient kingdom deities. Power. Kingdom. That is what it means. And let me tell you, this Baba God, the Chukwu Kike Obiama, knows how to play this thing. There are many ways he plays for him to reinstigate those people and motivate them to rise, to make this move. It means that Biafra and Mazen Namdi Kanu will soon regain their freedom. That is what it means. Mazen Namdi Kanu will soon do what? Free. I was telling them today, when we got out there, we are like, I say this thing is a politics. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying. No wonder. You know, I was asking this question. Why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu allow the legal process like this instead of him standing on the illegal rendition? You understand? He chooses to start all over from 2015 to follow the normal process trials instead of standing on his ground. There is something fishy, and I sense it that Bola Ahmed Tinubu may likely, it's under probability, I'm just like guessing, reasoning, thinking that the reason why he's going to, so that it will not be that him free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let it be that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was free under legal due process. Do you understand? So that because of his political ambition of 2027, you can, which you and I know that the Northerners are automatically, especially the Fulanis, are against him fully. So Sultan of Sokoto need to cry. He must cry because the thing is now going beyond what they agree. Remember the word, a miloko. They signed an agreement. Yeah, they agreed.
But despite the Fulani, despite the Oni of Ife and the sort of Alafin begging, do you think that Tinubu will release him? They said that Tinubu should release him for the peace of this nation. Yes, and the unity. Do you think that Tinubu will even listen to Akin to them? Since you said there's an agreement between Fulani and Tinubu.
There are things. There is an extent Tinubu, you know, hierarchy reach. There is an extent Tinubu, you know, stand or speak, and there is an extent they cannot speak. There are people that Tinubu listen to. Do you hear what I say? There are people that pay Tinubu. We are talking about kingdom, ancient kingdom that have been before the birth of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And Tinubu, Yoruba, not just even Tinubu now, Yorubas as a whole respect it. They honors it. So if this kingdom could speak to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I don't think he will turn back. He must look into that matter. He must, because there must, that kingdom is the great fathers honors it, and they respect, and they present it to Yorubas, and they respect it up to tomorrow. So Tinubu must hearken to that. He must listen to it. And which I believe is part of the process, the game they are playing. And as you can see, the Northerners not being happy about that. They are not happy. You can see they are all going against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, making sure that in 2027, that which Bola Ahmed Tinubu intend to achieve here in Nigeria, in this country, that they destabilize it so that they can continue. Are you hearing me? So that they can continue their evil in Nigeria, because they are seeing that their days are numbered. Are you hearing me? The days of the Fulanis full in control of Nigeria are numbered, because every nation, every tribe is waking up on a daily basis based on what is going on in this country, based on the killings and incensed and marginalization, the rape and vandalization. In fact, the uncomfortable situation that these people and the pain that they have caused the Nigerians is making Nigerians to wake up with different ideology on daily basis on how to do what, to cut these people off, on how to separate with them, on how to do away with them. That is why, and they themselves have seen it. See what they say, that Kanu have revealed their secret. You see why they are seriously angry with the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that secret is what everybody is seeing now, and everybody is concurring with it. On this note, 2027, 2027, only God knows what will happen, how Nigeria will be, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not ready to leave the office. You can see the game that is playing. He's trying to make sure that, okay, since you, the North, the Fulanis to be precise, are going against me, though I signed an agreement, but that agreement is not warranted, it's not needed, it's not necessary, because as it is now, the way you people are going, you are doing what? You are messing the whole thing up, and that agreement must be scrapped. So let's unite That's why he say Igbos is partnering with Igbos, the rejected stone. They are now going back to the Igbos so that Igbos can as well support, so that in 2027 he remain there as a president.
But if Fulani, if Tinubu now finally release Namdi Kanu before 2027, will this not make Tinubu lose his position as the president? Because the Fulanis now will be more angry that Tinubu finally broke the agreement.
They are already angry with him. They are not happy with him. And there is no way Fulani will give Bola Ahmed Tinubu vote in 2027. No matter what Tinubu do now.
With his money and his position. And
no matter what Tinubu do now, Fulani can never give him vote again.
So you know that he has lost.
He knows that he have lost not.
But they don't put him there. If you say,
that is the issue. They are the one that put him there, but he has offended them, and you know that these people, they don't forgive, they don't let go. So Tinubu have seen it.
So you feel that Tinubu sacrifice his ambition for Namdi Kanu release? Is that what you are trying to say?
It's sacrifice with. It's not sacrificing anything. It's trying to follow the which is sacrifice. Sacrifice what? Please don't go there. Tinubu has not sacrificed. They have not even sacrificed anything for Yoruba, not to talk more the Igbo man. No, don't go there. Don't go there. That's not sacrifice, and it's not good. No. Mazen Namdi Kanu is the one sacrificing. Let me tell you, it's Mazen Namdi Kanu self that is sacrificing for Nigeria. No,
you said there was an agreement between the Fulanis and Tinubu. What I'm trying to put to you now is that if Tinubu eventually releases Namdi Kanu before 2027, you know, when Namdi Kanu comes out, he's going to leak more secret, or you know, he's going to continue his agitation.
Even in the side there is continue. They did not stop.
And as I say, if Tinubu releases him,
even if he release him, the same thing will still go on. Whether he release him or not, it's still going on. The issue remains that Bola Ahmed Tinubu have seen the handwriting on the wall, because the Yorubas that are being killed are in a large number, and they can see Yorubas are no longer comfortable, neither are they happy. They have serious issue with the Fulanis.
What issues?
Yorubas. Bola Ahmed Tinubu have serious issue with the Fulanis. But don't worry, in 2027 we go see drama, we go see film. That's why Bola Ahmed Tinubu run to Igbo, so that he can, you know, if he free Mazen Namdi Kanu, if any eventuality that he end up free Mazen Namdi Kanu, he can draw the attention of Igbos, you know,
but
to his side.
But
let me tell you,
we didn't leave Peter Obi for Tinubu.
Hello, who will be Peter Obi? I bet Peter Obi park one side. Peter Obi is busy building borehole for North. What happened to Jonathan? Never teach him lesson. But go to Anambra, no be all of them get water now. No be all of them get borehole. Come to Ebonyi State, no. Yes, now. What are you telling me? Let him go. I'm not lying to you. Try to visit Anambra. You see villages. Many villages doesn't have water. In Anambra State. Go to Ebonyi State. There are many places to build borehole, and you are building it to North. He's fooling himself. The same thing that happened in 2023 will still repeat again. There is nothing Obi will do. No matter of Anyamri has played in 2023. If actually they know that is embracing Obi today, they are Obi. Where we are there in 2023, we are there not the one that hand over Obi mandate to another person. So is it now that I will now come and Baba may Obi just there they fool himself, Jare. Obi can never rule this country.
Okay, but
that's why Atiku say come and be vice.
Okay,
if you want to test us so raw, come and become vice.
Okay, that's
but if you are if you want to be vice, you can visit us so raw. If you are not ready to be vice, then forget about it.
Okay, so if you cannot become, will Obi not join Biafra? The movement.
No, if you cannot join Biafra, Obi supposed to. Obi is supposed to speak for the freedom of his brother. He was there visiting Ekiti for the freedom of Forotimi, a Yoruba man. I beg Baba, leave that thing. Forget to be anything about Obi. Obi should go and sleep.
Okay, okay.
Obi cannot rule this country, no matter what.
But let the Igbos just give him a chance. At least if their own is there finally.
We cannot.
At least Obi will.
Hello,
you know,
excuse me. We cannot, because Biafra is already there. So if Obi actually serious, let him come and campaign for Biafra. That's my message.
So that's the option you're giving.
That is the option. If actually he want to rule, let him come and campaign for Biafra. But for Nigeria here,
But avoid the likes of former APC now Peter Obi spokesman Ken Tokonko said he doesn't believe in Biafra, that he believes in one Nigeria. We've heard the likes of Iwo Ojus or Kalu come out and say what is a product of Nigeria. So
Baba, let me tell you something I want you to understand. In this struggle, you don't expect everybody. Are you hearing me? You don't expect everybody. But the fact remains that that is our ideology and that is our dream. We must achieve it. And when we achieve it, you will see, I know one day, generation of Obi will come and campaign for local government. Then I will remind them, if I'm still alive then, I will remind them. The generation, but that's why I used to tell both Hope of them, that they should be playing with caution. If you feel that you don't need Biafra today, your children, your grandchildren may need that Biafra when it comes, and they may want control one position or the other. And if what you are doing now, because what you are doing now is planning for tomorrow, that time they will remind them, they will feel bad that they were not given an opportunity even in their own homeland, in their father's land. You understand that their rights have been denied, and because of what their father has done, because it will be reminded them that time that see what your father has done because of today, and because of that, this kind of opportunity will not be given to you. Thank you.
Okay. No, so if sorry, the owner of if Alafin also told him that Tinubu is proposing a forest guard initiative. That is, you make sure they crush.
If you want to crush Fulanis, if you want to crush Fulanis, you don't need Nigerian police because all of them are bed of the same feather.
Police.
Don't include Nigerian police.
They need more police.
Hello, excuse me. To carry out this initiative and do it very successfully, please don't include Nigerian police. Why? Because those Fulanis are Nigerian police. They are taking over. They are everywhere. So if you want to do that, recruit the youth, different people that are not Fulanis, empower them and motivate them. They will give you the result.
If they cannot bribe,
include Nigerian police, if you include Nigerian police, they will destabilize the. Look at Nigerian system police now. Police system. Look at it now. See Boko Haram that have joined army. Look at Nigerian military. Tell me the system that is working in Nigeria that Boko Haram now have not taken over. Fulani have taken. So if you actually want to flush the Fulanis, employ the total angry and hungry youth, they will deliver. But if you talk of Nigerian police, zero. They have nothing to offer. Take any Fulani to police. The next 1 hour, then go the sergeant. If you want to talk to him, he go tell you, say, forget that matter, forget that issue. Go area G now, go and see us. Go. I'm telling you with my experience. Then when you understand? Okay, you two have had experience. So what are we saying?
So, if they actually want to work with you,
if they want to work, employ you.
You see that they will see, the Fulanis will see, right them to.
The Fulani will see, now still the same Fulani you want to even send to the forest. And they can, their brothers say they cannot lay hold on their brother. Nigerian police are Fulanis. Nigerian army, Fulanis. Everything in Nigeria have taken over by Fulanis. So if you want a thorough job, please employ the youth and empower the youth. Motivate the youth and mobile them. Equip them both spiritual, both physical, in all angles. Give it to them. Why is it that they are afraid of BLA? Why is it that Nigeria and the Sidious Musa are complaining about ESN? Because those ones are not Nigerian military. Neither are they Nigerian police. Those ones are people, completely the youth that is outside the system. Empower them. That is why you see them. They do their job and they do it neat.
The major problem of Nigeria is northern part of the country. Northern Nigeria are the major problem of Nigeria. If you want to see conflict, northern Nigeria. Refugees, northern Nigeria. Thieves. In fact, if you want to see thieves stealing on an industrial scale, come to northern Nigeria. Thieves fully engaged in primitive accumulation, come to northern Nigeria. In fact, I am from northern Nigeria. I am proud to be an indigenous of Borno State. I am from Borno State. I am proud to be an indigenous of Borno State, from the northern part of the country. But I want to tell you that the major problem of this country is northern part of the country. These are people, if you want to see hatred, if you want to see conflict, if you want to see nepotism, cronyism, any other thing you can label. In fact, northern, if you carve out southern part of the country from Nigeria and give it 10 years, they are going to be recognized among community of nations because of the development they will have. 70% of the people who govern this country are from the northern part of the country. But if you want to see hunger, starvation, and any other thing, it's from the north. Why? We are the major problem. But our people doesn't want us to be speaking the truth. And that is why we continue to somersault in this kind of issue. So please, me, I am on the opinion, 2027, let's give Igbo a chance. Because I strongly believe, in fact, I am enthusiastically strong believe that the Igbos can be able to handle this country's affairs because they have economic infrastructure to fix this country. Look at what is happening today. Look at what is happening today. In fact, on a daily basis, on our television screen, what you see, they are sad news. They are sad news. There is no single thing, no opportunity that has not been given to the northern part of the countries, but they have not been utilizing it appropriately. So please, let's give Igbo a chance. That is my opinion. Let's give Igbo a chance. I strongly believe Igbo can be able to handle this country economy. Let's give Igbo a chance. That is my opinion. Me, I'm speaking my opinion. And because I am saying we should give Igbo a chance, let's keep our differences aside. Let's keep the issue of ethnicity aside. Let's keep the issue of religion aside. Let's keep any selfish ambition aside and equally try the Igbos. They have not been used in this country completely. We have not been using Igbos. We have not been giving them ministers. We have not been giving them any position in this country. So please, it is my opinion that I'm saying. And because I am saying that we should give Igbo a chance, does not mean that we don't have people from the northern part of the country that can govern us well. But I am saying we should give the Igbo. Let them equally try their own luck. Let them try their best. Me, I strongly believe they will make it. And they can make this country to be a better place. That is my opinion. So thank you.
And look at the problem we're facing. It's not the Hausa alone. The bigger problem we have in this world, the Yoruba have, is the Igbo problem. It's the Igbo problem. The maritime and then the judicial killing among the Yoruba race, Yoruba land is by the Igbos. Then when you look at the fake drug, it's by the Igbos. When you look at all the adulterated drugs, so it's by the Igbos. And when you look at all the fake things they brought from China, it's all the Igbos. And when you look at all the shops in Rampage and everywhere, it's by the Igbos. And when you look at the Okotoko and all these things, even the name they are bearing in their village is different from the name they are bearing in Akure. An Igbo who did not go to school, who did not know his left from right, is selling drug in Abulegba. He's having a chemist in Abulegba. He's having a chemist in Surulere. He's having a chemist in what in Ayobo. He's having a blood bank where they start blood and sell into the hospital in Mushin and in Yanampaja. Is Igbo people. All to bring down the Yoruba people. So the problem we have now is too enormous.
The thing have choked them so much that they can no longer talk. Northern leaders, it is a very big shame on all of you who are calling IPOB a terrorist organization. Meanwhile, your children are the real terrorists. Yes, they are the one. At least Shegumi told us that those bandits are their boys. They are their boys. Anybody that attack them will not get their vote and all that. Then this other one, Baraje Kawu, was the one who went all over the place. Say, yes, we invited terrorists. We invited this Fulani jihadi to come. That jihad has started in Nigeria. So when you saw and heard all these things, the same northern leaders have no shame to be calling others terrorists. Meanwhile, they are the real terrorists themselves.
I don't mean to be rude. I don't want to be rude to anybody, and I don't want to disrespect anybody, and I don't want to insult anybody. What I'm saying is that is the real truth. The real truth, the real problem of Nigeria, are Northerners. Northerners, Fulani, Hausa are the problem of Nigeria. They don't want our Nigerian progress. If they are not the one in power, then nobody can do it. It's only them that can do it. If you say you deprive Igbo people from having what is supposed to be theirs, allow them to go for their Biafra. If you say Yoruba people are not competent, they cannot rule Nigeria, allow them to go. Then we, the Northerners, should just stay and rule ourselves. If we kill ourselves, that's our business. You cannot say no, because Igbos, you think Igbos are thieves.
What me annoy with Nigeria government is this: we don't have good leaders. We just they talk like we Muslim, Hausa, we dey carry God for mind, but we know they use the God what we dey carry for our mind. If they call the God God, not the all of us dey use am. Na aboki spoil this country. Why? They say anywhere where you go, before you go see any other language dey beg, you must see aboki dey beg in this country. Why e be so? Wey be say we na we get food, na we dey invest food, na we dey invest cow. But when na we dey suffer pass many people, why you use to be like that?
Okay, how do you feel now? Aboki don dey for power for a very long time. Una don rule this country well well. You know, una know why you go tell me say una still dey hungry? Oga, and this Fulani dey disturb una well well. Una just keep quiet.
Fulani dey disturb na with Hausa dem drum mouth. If the leaders of the state dem no agree, Fulani will no enter your state. Who born Fulani? Who give Fulani leg? If your leaders of your state, governor or anyone no have hands, they will not enter. You don't ever hear say them come Lagos, Fulani come do something. Whether them go east, whether them go south of east, you don't hear them. Now only Arewa. But part of the Arewa na some states, not the all states. Like my state, Kebbi state, we don't have that problem with Fulani. But like Katsina, Zamfara, Sokoto, all those people, now then get that wahala. We don't have any wahala with anybody.
Why Nigeria be like this now? Where they complain saying?
Why Nigeria be like this? We say we don't have good leaders. Even the man is ruling now. Now Hausa they rule am. Now wetin dem tell am to do?
Who be the person wey dey rule now?
Na Tinubu na, but na person dey ahead of the Tinubu. That is the northern people. Now then they rule this country. Like this IBB, like them Buhari, forget the person they call God. God know in people. Forget if you are not belong to them, they not put you for that seat. If you know their society, you can't belong to that seat.
Okay, now you talk about this Biafra, that you believe on Biafra, that Biafra.
I believe I support una 100 and by 100.
Do you think what President Buhari, Tinubu is doing now by holding this massive Namdi Kanu, after IBB don't confess, say there's nothing like a Igbo sponsor the coup? Do you think it's right to massive Namdi Kanu?
Me, what I think, Oga, and the IBB way in the talk, in now them follow spoil this country. Wetin them want talk now, and in nobody, but God still they show am upon the money way in the still they see wetin in they see. If that money go cure that in sickness, may cure that in sickness too.
But some people say IBB